This is Mystery Scotch Tasting with Gentlemen of the World. We're a club that gets together and we try Scotch blind. Around the table tonight, I'm Justin.
I'm Vern.
I'm Evan.
I'm Dave.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Dave.
Chris.
As we always do, we pick up the Scotch and we look at it with our eyeballs. Here it goes.
Brown.
Very brown.
Sitting on the table, it kind of looks like Snapple tea. Or just tea.
Very dark.
No, I like the Snapple.
Snapple sponsor us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Tea.
looks sweet.
Yes.
It does. Yeah.
This level of like browniness is it just makes me think like this is going to be a sweet Scotch.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a sherry cask.
Giving it a little swirl, though, it doesn't look like real syrupy, real thick. I mean,
Not a lot of legs.
not a lot of legs in the glass.
It's got a slight reddish hue to it.
Yeah. Would you say?
Yeah.
Would you say it's? Well, I guess copper. Would this be maybe
I
even
think it's-
darker than copper?
I think it's a
Yeah,
darker
dark.
copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coppery.
Yeah.
Should we give it tasting notes without even tasting it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a
I
light
think we're
bulb.
done here. I think we got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 10-year. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What happens after copper? Like, what would that color be?
Brown.
No.
Does anybody have a Crayola
Amber?
box?
There's got to be amber. Yeah. Okay.
It is like really dark.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
One
This
of the
is
darkest.
one of the more darkers.
Yeah.
More darkers. Yeah.
More darkers.
More
yeah.
darkerist.
It's like a watered. It's like when you leave your in and out Coca-Cola
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
sitting
And
and
the
it
ice melts.
melts
Yep.
and
Yes.
waters down the
Yep.
Coke.
Ooh.
That's what it looks like.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Watered down in
I'm
your
done.
car
Have a good night.
Coca-Cola. Yep, I see it. There it is. I'm smelling it.
Yep.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
it
smell.
smells
Ooh,
like
that
what I thought
is
it would.
pancakes.
Pancakes.
I get
No, maple
apple
syrup.
I get apple juice concentrate.
Yep.
I get apple butter,
Ooh.
Ooh,
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet fruity syrup.
but also,
I'm getting like a cinnamony kind of pastry.
Mm. Some
But
honey
it's
for
wet.
me.
It's a
It's
wet
definitely
pastry.
in like a breakfast zone.
Yeah,
It is,
yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Yeah, it's like the
For sure.
pancakes that are
Waffles
soaked
or-
Yeah.
in the. It's been soaking in the maple syrup for 30 minutes.
So Dave H brought this Scotch today. So Dave is
Dave,
the
our
only
newest
one.
member.
Yeah.
Newest member.
Newest
Welcome to
member
the club.
brought the Scotch today, so he knows what
Cheers,
it is.
guys.
We do not. Dave, did you bring that? What is that voodoo beer? Breakfast beer? Is that what this is?
It's a Scotch
Curveball,
club.
it's not a Scotch.
yeah.
Flat beer.
Was that Rogue that made
Yes.
that? Rogue voodoo breakfast
Mhm.
donut beer.
Mhm.
Rogue, please sponsor us.
Yeah.
Either you or Buckfast.
Yeah, this
Oh,
can
Lord.
be this. It could be like a caramel maple donut. I'll
Yeah,
throw a maple
yeah.
donut out there.
Yeah.
Along the
Yeah,
lines of
it-
more traditional
actually-
tasting notes.
No, sorry. I just want to
Yeah?
affirm maple donut.
Maple
The
donut?
maple log.
For the record,
smelling
maple
stuff.
donut is my favorite donut. Thank you.
Yeah, same.
It's like a maple bar with like some caramelized apple.
I was going to say apple fritter.
Oh, maybe apple fritter. It does have an apple fritter color.
If I may, it's old school maple bar. It's not one of these fancy new ones with bacon on top.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any bacon here.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
But we're still in the nose.
Smoked meatiness. Yeah, well, I haven't tasted it yet, but
I might be getting.
I'm
bacon
getting
now.
like dried
I'm
fruits.
thinking
though.
about it.
Dried fruit like fig.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those could be the fig crackers in front of us.
Mhm.
Oh
Whole
yeah,
fig.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Whole seedless fig.
Whole seedless. What about pitless also?
Pitless.
Pitted.
and seedless.
pitted figs.
Pitted.
I'm definitely getting like plum or raisin.
Yeah.
Mm. Definitely raisin.
Sloshy.
Almost like a fruit-
Yeah,
it's like
I
a
think
fruit
there's
cake.
some sherry influence going on for
I think
sure.
we can just say it's a fruitcake.
It's definitely fruitcakey.
But it's not. It doesn't smell. Even though we're saying a lot of sweet notes, I feel like it's not. I'm not getting a lot of sweetness out of it, out of the nose yet. But Justin just drank it, so
I'm getting like
I did.
no burn
Yeah.
on the
Did you-
nose. No, I haven't
Okay.
drank it. Sorry, still on the nose.
Yeah.
No heat.
Did
There's
anybody
no
taste it
heat.
yet?
Yeah.
Justin
I
did.
just did.
I guess we have to now.
First. Yeah, not a lot of burn there. There is a lot of the taste that we just said on the nose as well.
Yeah.
still there.
It's
Consistent.
still there. Yeah, it's consistent Scotch. So far, I've only tasted it one time. So
It's very light, very smooth. That's easy drinking.
Ah.
Doesn't fight you.
Yeah, that's a fantastic finish.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Mhm. I just finished mine, and it's classy.
To me,
Yeah.
that just lingers the perfect amount. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It
go way
does.
too fast. Doesn't stay with you too much.
I mean, most of us being, peat fans are probably wary when we see this color and smell these smells.
Mm.
Uh, so far, nothing is off-putting to me. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
It tastes really well made. Like I feel like the highlight is the finish. It's just oozes class on the back end. It's really
this
nice.
Scotch does not punish you for drinking it.
No.
It's a soft.
It welcomes you.
Yeah, it's a soft pillow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It tastes like it wants to be drank.
Yeah,
Like
it wants to be drank.
Yeah.
It wants to cuddle.
It's a nice caress. Yeah.
It wants to cuddle.
Yeah.
This almost like the last one that we had. It almost kind of has a cool going down,
Yeah.
instead of hot. It's
It is a bit.
Yeah.
it's cool going
cooling.
down. Yeah.
There's a richness there, like complexity there. It's not basic. It's like all those tasting notes that we had kind of on the nose. It's there when you taste it too, and it's rich. It's complex. It's not just one note.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's complex from it's not our normal kind of Scotch. Like
Mhm.
I feel like we don't dabble with the darker fruits, the darker arts.
Yeah.
But it's pretty amazing how many of those dried fruits you can pull out of something that doesn't have actually any dried fruits in it, but is
Yeah.
pretty distinct. Like this is a fruit cake
Oh yeah.
in like the richest way, and
Yeah.
just
Decadent.
a decadent fruit cake.
On the palate, a lot of the dried fruit, like black cherry,
Yeah.
even.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting the apple.
And I'm
that
getting
you brought up,
fig.
Evan.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
fig for sure. I don't get a lot of the saccharine sweetness
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you would get from
Like that
store-bought
cloying,
maple
yeah,
syrup
sweet- yeah.
or it's not syrupy in terms of mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mhm.
It's
Very
super
light.
smooth,
Yeah.
kind of light and cooling.
I feel
Mhm.
like I said this before. I don't remember which Scotch it was, but like a well-made Scotch. Like you can tell
Yeah.
it's well crafted. It's not
Right.
they're not trying something new. I would say
Right.
this is a distillery that this is like their go-to or something that they
This is our bread and butter.
because it just feels like it's honed in and it is pretty perfectly dialed.
I can't wait for Dave to tell us that this is a Sam's Club brand.
Yeah, yes.
Scotch.
What's lower than Sam's Club? Grocery outlet.
CVS,
Yeah, 7-Eleven
Gotcha.
brand Scotch. Yeah.
Like the sweetness is almost like, there's a difference between sweetness from, candy or sugar, but then there's the sweetness that you get from eating, fresh fruit. This is like, this is sweetness, that you get from the fruit, not that tangy, cheap, sugary.
Yeah.
Corn syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just smelled it again as you were speaking your words, and I got that real fancy brown sugar, like the Demerara
Oh,
sugar,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
the real
Yeah.
classy stuff.
Yeah.
That
I get like
Uh,
light brown sugar even.
I'm like dark brown.
Oh,
Fight.
Maybe it's
a
light, I don't know.
lighter
But
shade of brown for me, but
that because Demerara I think is or brown sugar is molasses that's been
yes.
sugarized technically, right?
Good word.
I think that's where brown sugar
I
comes
think
from. and
that's
it's
accurate.
I also think that that's accurate. No, but now all I get on the nose is
Get like dark caramel. on the
Demerara
nose.
sugar.
Mm.
The real
Dark
interesting
caramel.
thing for me is I don't get a lot of flavor until the very end, until like I'm actually starting to swallow it. That's when all the flavors kind of kick in.
Yeah, there's kind of a delay.
Yeah, when you throw it in your mouth, like you get almost nothing, and then you swallow, and that's where all the flavor comes from.
Yeah, it's like the nose and the finish.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Andrew's going for water.
I don't honestly think it needs any water.
It's
pretty-
Yet you did it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Give it
I
a
feel
shot.
like it's a 46%er.
yeah.
Like
I would
not-
say it's on the lower end of the spectrum.
I think it might be even lower, like
40?
40 or maybe 43. I mean, we were surprised
This is
last month with
Mm.
the Dalwhinnie.
the
We
Scotch
all said
liqueur.
like no more
Yeah.
than 40, and it was what 40. What is it? Right?
43.
Oh,
43.
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
I don't think it's high. I would say the age might be higher though. This is to
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
I don't use the word often, but kind of refined.
yeah,
Mm.
The smoothness, that like there's no burn on the nose. There's no burn in the palate.
Yeah.
The finish, I think many of us think is maybe the more remarkable part of it.
Everything like because I mean it could be a 12-year that's just been really well.
We're
done,
always wrong
or-
on this, but I'm
I'm gonna go with
I think it's a
I'm gonna
little
go with
older.
14.
I think it's a little older.
Wow.
What's
okay.
have you tried it with the water yet?
Not yet.
I'm
Giving it a
curious.
moment to.
Okay, everybody look at Andrew
Yeah, I'm
right
waiting
now.
till I add.
Everybody look at his face, look at his eyes, look at his cheekbones.
they're obscured.
All three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I added
he did.
water too.
Everybody now look at
Not
Brad.
even wait. I just was jealous that everybody was looking at him like
Look at
I
me.
can add water
We'll
too.
look at you too, Vern.
for just like knocking stuff over just to get attention.
You know me so well.
I mean, I can't say it's overwhelmingly different. I still enjoy it.
Do you enjoy it more or less?
I don't think I enjoy it more or less, to be honest. It's
Did you say the same?
No, it's a little different. I think there's a bit more sweetness with the water.
Vern?
Still not the saccharine candy kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like the brown sugar has turned to light brown sugar.
I'm getting a lot of the tannins too. So
Tannins?
you get like the wood kind of finish.
Yeah.
When it has that like drying quality. So after you drink it, it's like
and I think kind of like underneath, it's got to be sherry, like Oloroso.
yeah.
It's kind of lurking under there.
But it's like
It's subtle,
like
though.
this sherry.
Yeah,
I feel like I hate sherry, and I like this. Maybe because I don't know. I looked at it. I'm like, all right, it's probably going to be sherry.
You prepared yourself for
I
it.
prepared my heart for sherry. This is different than Heather.
It's always
Sherry.
Heather or Sherry.
Different girlfriend I had in middle school. Anyway, I like this actually quite a bit. I think this might be one of my favorite sherried scotches.
Assuming that we're not
assuming it's
morons
sherry,
and there's actually sherry here.
This is actually
how
Malort.
else do you get there with all those dried fruits? I'd be amazed.
If this is not
You need
sherry,
port.
very surprised.
We have seen,
port. Okay.
yeah,
Dang it.
yeah,
Good
port or
point.
wine cast. This could be a
Yeah.
wine cast, like the Deanston you were just.
But normally the sherry, not normally, but in a lot of other sherried scotches, the sherry feels like it's a thing. It's like the hat on the scotch. It's like, oh, you're wearing a sherry hat. Whereas this feels like it's a onesie and it's just sherry colored.
Meaning it's
A sherry jumper.
The sherry jumper.
A romper.
A romper. A sherry romper.
a romper. Is that the one that's long leg or short?
Candy
I
Coke.
don't
I think
know.
a romper
I don't
can
know.
go either way, but
Yeah.
But it's one piece.
Summer romper.
Yeah.
But it's
Winter
definitely
romper.
one piece.
Yeah, that's the.
I do work in fashion technically.
I think a romper is short legs and long legs is coveralls.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is either.
You don't think this is the romper of Scotch?
Because that's our official tasting
That's
note
the
so far.
sherry romper. What we're talking
Assuming
about
I
right
have the
now.
correct understanding of romper, I don't think this is a romper.
It's more of a leotard.
What about a romper stomper? No.
Yeah, which outfit is this scotch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or what outfit are you wearing when you're drinking this Scotch?
Well,
A romper.
given that rompers
Okay,
are
yeah, I think that's what
for
we're talking about.
ladies.
Do we need a monocle?
Oh,
I'm wearing overalls. I'm not wearing a romper.
but it's like a silk overalls.
Are overalls technically a romper?
Great question.
Listeners, leave a comment. Are
Yeah.
overalls a romper?
Yeah.
I think this is a tweed jacket.
Whoa.
Is that because you're
Made
wearing a
of
tweed
silk?
jacket?
Yeah.
It's
I think this is my jacket.
it's maybe a silk tweed jacket.
Silk line.
What about a herringbone
Silk
jacket?
herringbone.
Like light
Yeah.
herringbone. There's silk involved.
I feel that, Vern. Yeah.
It's the elegance.
It's
this
heavy.
This is kind of
It's
elegant.
Heavy silk.
Heavy
really.
silk.
Elegant, but it's soft. And it's
Yeah.
got a soft finish.
Oh, hugs
And
the body, but not too much.
It's flavorful.
I would say velour.
Ooh.
It's a little heavier than
That is
silk,
heavy
but
silk.
still very
Yeah.
luxurious.
Okay.
But isn't velour kind of fake?
Yeah, so.
Wow.
This is well made,
Shots
as Vern
fired.
has told us several times.
Wow.
Yeah. We're heavy into clothing
Talking
changes
fashion
here.
with the
Yeah.
Scotch
To
boys.
take a turn from fashion, what season?
I was going to turn
It
that
always
question
gets
on
back
you.
to season.
You were going to ask us?
I was going to
say
ask
fall.
you because
Yeah.
normally everybody looks
Say it
at
again.
me.
Fall.
Chris says fall.
I think this is a fall Scotch.
I
no.
agree.
No.
So
Both wrong.
Are you guys crazy?
the question we're asking right now is, what season do you drink this Scotch in? Even maybe what date of the year you drink this in. Chris, you said late fall or just fall?
I say fall. I say October 22nd
Wow.
to get
Why?
specific. I think it's it's that time where it's not quite cold yet, but you're definitely not dealing with summer anymore. You're easing into winter. Just the flavor and the sweetness, the warmth, the complexity. I like it in fall.
I vote
Yeah.
fall too. The
Yeah.
sweet smell that really feels like fall.
Haters gonna hate. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, I think this
Justin
is like
has thoughts. Justin's
I
gonna
have
yell
lots
right
of
now.
thoughts
I think
here.
this is
I
September.
can't wait for my turn to talk.
I'm going to say spring. And I think
Wow.
That's
Dave
wrong.
feels me a little
Oh,
bit.
Yeah,
wow.
no, I'm with you.
This is a spring Scotch.
I hear
I
you.
gotta
but,
be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
Day
this
in
is
spring is this?
This
Valentine's
is a
Day?
This is a Valentine's
Yes.
Day Scotch.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
which is technically winter.
This is
but
the cusp from winter to spring. This
Wait,
is
when-
like the,
Groundhog Day?
The
When is
daylight
Groundhog Day?
savings
Did he
time
see a
change
shadow?
Scotch.
Now we're getting between
You know,
seasons.
like the spring flowers.
What temperature was it this Valentine's Day where we live, gentlemen?
90.
Thank you.
I would not drink this on that Valentine's
Oh, I
Day.
absolutely would have drank this on Valentine's Day.
So you
It's
at
cooling
home, you
to the
can't
touch.
see this, but the table is now clearly divided.
Yes.
We have the fall guys on one side and the
I've always been a
spring
fall guy.
winter guys on one side. Although we haven't heard from Vern,
Yeah,
who's
where's Vern?
No, I want to
season-
see.
he's
the
on the
season
side
right
right
now.
now.
Seasons.
That's
No,
right.
no. Like, this is exciting. You know,
Yeah.
it's to see you guys work through it all when I know the answer. This is a blessed event for you guys.
Oh, how cute we all are trying to guess what the season
Fall,
is.
Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, not a season. Yeah.
We're on training wheels. Vern's like cruising by doing a wheelie.
Cool tricycles, guys.
now that the club is clearly cut in half, and probably this is our last pod that we'll ever do
No,
because it's so divisive.
now there'll
What-
be 2 podcasts. Yeah.
yeah, it's two. Yeah, fighting
guys.
podcast. yeah. What season is this, Vern?
It's fall.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I feel vindicated.
I kind
feel
of feel
great
like
right now.
that's the rating. We can just stop now. I mean,
So Valentine's Day is a very close second because it is a very romantic, poetic Scotch that I think even the harshest hearts can fall in love with.
wow.
if it weren't
Wow.
90
Yeah.
on Valentine's Day,
Maybe I'm
like
just
it
maybe
was
I'm
here,
jaded.
I would drink
sure.
this on Valentine's
I'm
Day.
not perfect.
That's my one concession to the spring
places.
guys. I would drink this on Valentine's Day.
So I would love to, since you guys kind of put me on the spot there, I would love to turn it back on you and say, if this Scotch was a automobile, what automobile would the Scotch be? It's my third Scotch, so I don't.
Which
I can't tell
Scotch
the
would
difference
this
between cars
car
and
be?
Scotches.
What car would
No,
the
what-
Scotch be?
What
Or what Scotch would this
what
car
car
be?
would this Scotch be?
Mm.
Mm.
Well, we already got our seasons divided in half, so I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know, but I think it's some sort of luxury model.
I was leaning towards like a Chevy Bel Air.
Like a what year?
Like a 57?
Yeah, like
Feels
57.
fancy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not deciding yet, but it might be like a Volvo. When we bought our Volvo,
Mm.
this is sport luxury.
Oh, like a newer
It's
Volvo.
not full luxury
And
safety.
like these bougie Mercedes Benzes and stuff.
Mm.
It's sport luxury.
But see, I feel it's very soft though. It's not very sporty.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a good
I
point.
feel like,
All right, that's a good
uh,
point.
I feel like this might be
That's a
like
good
a
point.
Cadillac.
Yeah, I was-
Yeah.
That's a good
Go
call.
out for a cruise.
That's a good
Yeah.
call,
Yeah.
I'm going to say a 1984 Cadillac Brougham d'Elegance.
Okay.
Okay.
Oddly specific.
Yeah.
I like it.
I had one.
I mean, any specific reason?
Yeah,
or-
no, just that's what came to my mind. No, I had one. And
Mm.
driving down the freeway,
With Heather at your side.
Sherry.
Was it Heather or Sherry?
Sherry was definitely in the car. But I remember driving at 75 miles per hour down the freeway. Maybe I had only owned old cars before that. That was a nice car to me. I remember driving 75 and it just felt like I was in a cloud. Like the way it would, you can't see this audibly, but I'm making like slow, sexy waves with
He
my
is with
body.
his hands. Yeah.
Sexy is,
and you'd kind of just
overstatement.
cruise over everything. Like there would be never a bump.
Yeah.
And there's no bumps in this Scotch. It's just,
Yeah.
it's
And it was
smooth and
obviously
yeah.
springtime when you were driving.
It was
Probably.
always in
Yeah.
October that I was driving.
Oh,
the
okay.
car,
I
yeah.
just-
Could be like a 78 DeVille because I'm pretty sure they probably had an interior color option, which was very similar to the color of the Scotch. So,
Mm, good point. Good point.
you know, late 70s Cadillac
Mhm.
interior color definitely matched the color of the Scotch.
Yeah. Well, should we go around and?
Age, region, guesses.
Hmm.
14 years old, Speyside sherry cast. Oloroso sherry. Sure, why not?
Mm.
I'm going to go 12. Also Speyside. Also Sherry.
I'm gonna actually go. I'm going big, guys. I'm gonna say this is Glenmorangie.
What?
I'm gonna call out distillery. I'm gonna say this is a Glenmorangie.
Wow.
That's a good guess.
That's actually that's a
Um,
dirty guess, but I like it.
Yeah, I
Could
don't.
be a good Glenmorangie.
I don't remember. I don't know enough about Glenmorangies to say like they're 14-year. I don't think they do years, right?
No,
they do.
I don't think so.
They do
Expressions.
names.
No age
yeah,
statement.
expressions and feelings. I think is what Glenmorangie.
And rompers.
Yeah, and rompers. So I will say this is a Glenmorangie romper edition
Nice.
because they only do names.
Nice.
but that's what I'm going to
Dave's
go.
laughing because you nailed it.
Yeah. He knows.
My work is done.
I see right through you, Dave. Welcome to the club. Yep, that's all I got.
I'll go Speyside also. Going a little older though, 16. Yeah, 16.
Yeah, I'm actually the same 16 Speyside.
Speyside 15.
Splitting the difference.
Doesn't
Definitely
exist.
a sherry cask. That's it, right?
Yeah,
Is there anything else that I can add to that?
Wow.
that's it.
I mean, it sounds like everybody's kind of in the same boat.
Region of Scotland.
Yeah.
Everybody's
If
in the same
we're
Cadillac.
all wrong. I vote we kick Dave out of the club
Yeah.
for embarrassing the entire.
That's true. That's actually makes a lot
If
of
he
sense.
tricked us that bad,
Yeah. Yeah, you probably should be.
it's melted Coca-Cola.
I blended
yeah.
it myself.
Should we go around and rate it?
Yeah.
All right, let's start with you, Chris.
Someone made the point about this. We're typically go for the peat stuff, but I'm continually pleasantly surprised by stuff that's not that. It's like, hey, I like that. I go for that, but if it's well made, if it's good and outside that, it's good too. I'll go 7.8.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's higher than I expected. I respect that.
I like what you said about growth. You've grown so much, Chris. And
I thought he was talking about rompers.
Personal growth.
well, when once
grew
you grow
into a
up,
romper.
you can grow up into a romper.
That's the
You know,
difference
that's-
between overalls and rompers.
Yeah. But I'm
You
the
can
same
also
way.
grow out of a romper.
Prove it.
But once you grow out of a romper, you just grow into a different romper.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah,
There's
you
always
just
a bigger
upgrade.
romper.
You just upgrade to a new romper.
Like the hermit crab finding a new home.
Yeah. Yeah. Evan gets it. Yeah. I'm also an Islay guy, so I usually look for something different. But just like last month, you find yourself getting to try new scotches and new flavors and appreciate them for what they are. So yeah, I, like Chris, feel like I am also growing. And I liked this a lot. It was smooth. It was flavorful. It was good. And it was a good time drinking. And I always like to say, would I buy this? And most all the scotches I have at home are Islay's and they're peated. But this is something that I think I would buy at home to have a variation and have something that's a little bit more soft and flavorful that I'll drink in the spring. And with that, I'm probably going to give it, I'm also going to give it a 7.8.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't my go-to scotch as well. I usually go with brighter fruits. I don't like heavy, sticky fruits. I think this scotch was really well made, and I want to drink more of it. Not a lot more, but I do want to drink it once more on October 16th. And to finally fully assess it at its perfect time. It's hard to not rate a really well-made scotch higher. So I don't know. I'm sort of torn. Like it's not my jam normally because it tastes too much like jam. But I'm gonna go with I think I like it more than you guys like it. I'm gonna go with an 8.2.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So kind of echoing what you guys have said. Similarly, I like the peated stuff, kind of the heavier stuff. But this was absolutely delicious, and I really enjoyed it. My only criticism of it, it wasn't very complex. It kind of goes to show that we actually, during this episode, haven't really talked much about the flavor profiles. So
That's true. We talked more about the nose, I think, than we
Yeah.
actually did the
So
flavor profile once we tried
it's
it.
lacking a little bit in complexity,
Mhm.
but still, I would love this to drink it again. So I'll give it a solid 8. It was delicious.
Nice. Dave.
I like this a lot. I tend to think that I like, I definitely do like the peated stuff a lot, but I think in the club, at least, I like some of the more sweeter profiles too. And this is checking a lot of boxes in my palate. I'm enjoying it a lot. I would drink this in the springtime, probably in March.
Of course you would, because you're an angel.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I'm going to give it an 8.3.
Mm.
I would drink this year round, even though I think it's a fall scotch.
October 16th.
Yeah, or 22nd, whatever. I don't particularly care. I really enjoyed it. I've been actually intentionally trying in my own buying to grow a bit and learn to like some of the more sherried profiles a bit. And I feel like this is the one that this is like the entry to that. Kind of reminds me of another one that I've tried recently, Glendronach. That's my official guess now.
Ooh, nice.
wow.
Nice.
I like how you
Which
tied
I
that
really enjoyed. I kind of agree with Evan. I think it could be a bit more complex, but there's also something about the lack of complexity that I really just appreciate.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I could drink it even in the spring, which at first blush seems so objectionable. But
God bless you, Andrew.
it's still a
I think
false
he's
Scotch.
joking.
Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm gonna go. I love it, but there are a lot of things that I like more. So I'm gonna go 7.5.
I love that. Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
I think I'd go 8
Okay.
personally.
Mhm.
I would agree that it's not overly complex, but it's easy and fun, and the nose was really interesting. So yeah, I would give it an 8.
Yeah.
What's that bring us to?
All right, so it's a solid C++, 7.9.
Ooh,
Nice.
That sounds about right.
Pretty good.
that's fair.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
Pretty good rating for a great fall Scotch. One more
We're going to
fall.
fight later.
All right, Dave, are you ready to reveal what we are drinking? What spring Scotch is this? Dalmore.
Ooh, cigar malt.
Wow.
We should have known.
We should have known
The
because we
cigar
have
expert.
drank it in
We
this
really
box.
should have.
What else would he
Really
bring?
should've known.
Why else?
I've had this before.
Yeah, you've had this before and you
Yeah.
didn't know it.
Didn't know it.
Wow.
And it's a Highland, so we were all wrong.
All wrong.
Yeah, we were all wrong. We were way off. This is
I
a
think we have to
terrible.
let Dave go then.
Yeah.
We're all
Nice
wrong.
knowing you all.
This is the Dalmore Cigar Malt Reserve, which is a Highland, 44 ABV.
Wow.
The box that it comes in has a box top.
If you neatly folded your romper, you could probably fit it in the box.
It's a romper
Every
box.
romper fits
It's
in
a
this
romper
box.
I will say that it is a very nice box. Out of a lot of the boxes that we've had, obviously, that is a very fine box.
And the one interesting thing I was looking, trying to research this quickly in between projects, that the Mackenzie brothers that owned the distillery saved King Alexander III in 1262 from a stag that was attacking him.
Oh,
And so that's why he
Hence the
gave
label.
them the 12-point stag logo.
nice.
Interesting.
What's the price point? You're about to say that price?
It was $135.
Okay. Party on.
So you're definitely out of the club because that's way over budget. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, guys.
Can I see the box?
What are the,
Does it have a year statement? Do you know anything about?
not on the bottle.
No, it's not on the bottle.
I could give you some things from the box. So, according to Dalmore, the perfect accompaniment to the finest cigars, the single malt is matured in American white oak ex-bourbon casks, Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm not a wine person, so if somebody here is,
I think that's how it goes.
Close.
okay.
It's German.
Okay. Exclusive Montesalem Oloroso sherry casks.
Hey, there they are.
There they are.
Boom.
The aroma, cinnamon, vanilla, and red fruits. Which
Red.
we got cinnamon, we got red fruits,
That's cherry.
somewhat.
Yeah. Figs are red,
raisins were
Plums. Did
said.
anybody say plums?
Yeah, somebody said plums.
Plums.
Yeah,
Dave
I
said
said plums.
We didn't say vanilla. That's okay. We're all forgiven. On the palate, tropical fruits,
Nope.
banana toffee, and
Nope.
vanilla ice cream.
No.
No.
This is straight from the box.
Now, the one comment I would make
Must
as
be a
the one of the cigar aficionados in the group is
Yes.
that I think that one of the reasons they would call it a cigar malt would be that the anticipation is that the cigar is doing a lot of heavy lifting. It
This won't
being paired-
overpower the cigar.
Right. It's not going to overpower
Yeah.
the cigar. It's going to be totally.
Right.
It's complimentary.
I think that's maybe the
Yeah.
idea.
It literally says on the box to complement a fine cigar on the bottom of the box.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's why I had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you never see on a cigar saying like to complement
A fine scotch.
fine scotch. Yeah, the cigar is always the alpha, and the scotch is the beta in that relationship.
No age statement.
I don't see an age statement, but to wrap up kind of the tasting notes here, there is a finishing note, and it is orange zest, dark chocolate, and crushed spices. That is from the box.
I didn't get crushed spices is a wrong note, and I'm going to write him a letter.
Okay, that's good. That's a good idea. Dalmore's wrong, but good job on that scotch, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thanks, Dave.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave.
You got
Thanks,
it.
Dave.
Great
Fantastic.
scotch.
Ready, gents? All right. Here's to the man who can say he's seen many a happier day, and yet who feels that life's worthwhile and meets it with a jovial smile.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Like it.
That is good. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you like what we are doing, please follow or subscribe.
Wherever you enjoy podcasts, whether it's in Ohio or France.
So you know when we have new episodes released.
And tell your friends.
Find us on Instagram or Facebook.
At Mystery Scotch Tasting.
And leave us a comment.
Always remember to enjoy your scotch responsibly.
And please tell your friends.